Max Verstappen wins Laureus World Sportsman of the Year, while George Russell finds porpoising painful. You can now watch full 24-minute episodes of The Inside Line at our official home on unbeaten.com. Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix winner Max Verstappen has continued his success off track, with the Dutchman earning the coveted Laureus World Sportsman of the Year award. Verstappen stormed to a maiden world title last year, defeating Sir Lewis Hamilton on the last lap at the final round in Abu Dhabi, following the now infamous safety car fiasco.
It's an incredible effort from everyone, that we won the championship. But also I want to give a special mention also to my dad, because without him I wouldn't be standing here today. And to this day I still appreciate every moment we can share together in this success story, and hopefully many more to come. Thank you.
George Russell says he's enduring chest and back pain as a result of the extreme porpoising seen on his Mercedes W13. Russell said the bouncing takes his breath away and isn't sustainable for drivers to endure across a season of racing. This is the first weekend I've truly been struggling with my back and almost like chest pains from the severity of the bouncing, he said. It's just what we have to do to go and do the fastest laps. Imola was heaven and hell for Carlos Sainz, with the Spaniard re-signed at the Scuderia until the end of 2024, but then frustratingly pushed out of the race on lap 1. Sainz was a proud addition to Ferrari last year, with the Spaniard having proved himself over 2 seasons with McLaren, and even outscored his new teammate Charles Leclerc. But while he has struggled so far in F1's new era, Scuderia boss Mattia Binotto knows the pace is there, along with other benefits. Outside the car, he is a hard worker with an eye for the smallest detail, which has helped the whole group to improve and progress, Binotto said. Sainz's new deal brings him in line with Leclerc in terms of duration, with the Spaniard now one of 6 drivers locked up until the end of at least 2024, with Max Verstappen at Red Bull Racing until 2028. Lando Norris and Valtteri Bottas assigned until 2025. Sky Italy F1 commentator Davide Valsecchi said pre-Imola that Carlos Sainz must win the next few races to avoid being Ferrari's default number 2 driver and redeployed to support Charles Leclerc. Sainz has struggled to match Leclerc so far this year, but Valsecchi, in a chat with the sport's official podcast F1 Nation, says his time is coming to either lead or support.
If he's not going to win the next 2 or 3 races, he's going to be the reserve, the second driver of Leclerc that probably is going to become the world champion. And to be the second one is not so easy to upset for us that we are driver, no?
Valsecchi also spoke about Leclerc's talent, his ability to deliver in all the tough moments, and the stats that matter.
Was strong enough and talented enough to destroy Sebastian Vettel as a teammate when he arrived in Ferrari, and he took immediately the leadership into the team as a first driver.
English Premier League squad Chelsea could soon be adding a familiar face to its owner's box, with Sir Lewis Hamilton reportedly forming part of a consortium bid for its takeover. Hamilton, a fan of rival club Arsenal, has reportedly joined tennis icon Serena Williams in committing over $10 million each to a bid from Sir Martin Broughton, the former Liverpool and British Airways chairman, that is said to be in the region of $3.26 billion. The club is being sold by its owner, Russian oligarch Roman Abramovich, as a result of sanctions from Russia's Ukraine invasion. It's reported that in the event of a successful bid, Hamilton would be more than just an investor. fostering diversity and inclusion at the football club. And it was a big talking point in the Imola paddock, with Hamilton again looking beyond the grid. If you are an Arsenal fan going for Chelsea, that is quite interesting. But everyone does what they want with their money, so let's see what comes out of it, said Max Verstappen. A storm is again brewing within F1 with regard to the teams sharing tech, following Haas's return to the top of the sport's midfield. Haas buys everything that it's not required to make, including its chassis from Dallara and other parts from Ferrari, including engine and gearbox. While this year Haas took over an office in the Scuderia's Maranello HQ, along with former staff from the Red Team, which took it up to the budget cap of $140 million.
The budget cap is capping us, as it should do, so we cannot, we wouldn't have room in the budget cap for another 50 people. It just wouldn't work, you know, so we do the best with what we have got now in the moment, which is, I think, pretty good.
But Haas's jump has created jealousy, with some dubbing Haas's car the White Ferrari, while others, like McLaren boss Andreas Seidel, have said there should be no cooperation between constructors. F1's governing body, the FIA, is satisfied Haas's close partnership with Ferrari, on which the American team is built, is legal. Staying with Haas, which may be running clean in F1's new era, but the team continues to be haunted by former partner Uralkali, with the Russian company seeking a $13 million refund on its cancelled sponsorship. Uralkali, controlled by Dmitry Mazepin, the father of former driver Nikita, was dropped after Russia invaded Ukraine, with the billionaire oligarch a member of the closest circle of Vladimir Putin. But while the dispute may go to court, Haas boss Günther Steiner says the squad is in no rush to find a replacement sponsor. We are in a safe place at the moment, so there is no point to rush into anything which we maybe regret in 6 months' time, he said. Haas is no stranger to difficult sponsors, with 2019 marked by its dance with controversial British drinks firm Rich Energy. Aston Martin's all-new 400,000 square feet campus is coming together at rapid pace, enough to shock its Canadian racer Lance Stroll. The new $200 million facility near Silverstone is on target for a January 2023 completion date, as recruitment continues alongside, with plans for future dominance. Every week that I go, it's shocking to see how much progress they're making and how quickly that building is coming up, he said. Aston Martin's 3-unit factory is the first constructed in F1 for 17 years, since McLaren's iconic technology center that opened in 2004.
I've never been involved in anything close to the excitement that this brings. The vision is to build the greatest Formula One campus that has ever existed.
Legendary designer Steve Nichols has opened up about 3-time world champion Ayrton Senna ahead of the anniversary of the Brazilian's death, stating his speed was otherworldly. Nichols was part of the design team for McLaren's legendary MP44, the most successful Grand Prix car of all time. But he also race-engineered Senna and spoke at length about his supreme, almost God-given talents to the sport's official podcast Beyond the Grid.
There was the speed, there was the commitment, there was the dedication to the job. Every minute of his life was dedicated towards winning those races and winning the world championship. You know, in the car, out of the car, at the track, at home, you know, studying things at home, working out, physical fitness, just everything. His whole life dedicated.
May 1st marks 28 years since Senna's death, while racing for Williams at the 1994 San Marino Grand Prix. Thanks for watching. To stay up to speed on all things Formula One, make sure you hit the subscribe button.